for a long time, you have been feeling it deep within, a restlessness you couldn't explain. A quiet dissatisfaction that kept whispering, "This is not where you belong forever." You tried to ignore it. You told yourself to be grateful, to stay comfortable, to hold on to what feels secure. But something inside you refused to settle. That feeling wasn't confusion. That was preparation. You were never meant to stay where you started. And now, the moment has arrived. The shift is here. The change is near. And whether you feel ready or not, your life is about to move. Listen carefully. This is not just about a job. This is about identity. This is about purpose. This is about stepping into a version of yourself that your current environment can no longer contain. You've outgrown it. The conversations don't stimulate you anymore. The routine feels heavier than it used to. The motivation you once had is fading, not because you are lazy, but because your spirit knows something your mind hasn't fully accepted yet. You are being called to something greater, and when that call comes, everything begins to shift. You may start noticing signs, small disruptions at first, unexpected changes, people acting differently, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, or even discomfort growing in places that once felt normal. These are not problems, these are signals. The universe does not move randomly. When something is about to change, it prepares you before it reveals the full picture. And that's where you are right now in the preparation phase. You might feel uncertain. You might question yourself. You might even feel fear creeping in, asking, what if I'm not ready? What if I fail? What if I lose everything? But let me tell you something clearly. What you are about to gain is far greater than what you fear losing. Because what's leaving your life was never meant to hold your future. You've been trained in silence, tested in isolation, strengthened through challenges that nobody saw. While others were comfortable, you were being shaped. While others were settling, you were being stretched. And now, it's time. This change will not ask for your approval. It will happen quickly. Doors will close without warning. Opportunities will appear without explanation. Decisions will need to be made faster than you expected. This is why you must stay aware, because when the moment comes, hesitation can cost you alignment. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. What you need is trust in the journey, trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in yourself. You didn't come this far to remain where you are. Think about everything you've been through. The struggles, the disappointments, the moments when you felt like giving up but didn't. Those weren't meaningless experiences. Those were lessons. Those were tools. Those were building blocks for the next level of your life. And the next level requires a new environment. You cannot grow into who you are meant to be while staying in a place that limits your expansion. That's why this change is necessary. It may not feel comfortable. It may not feel safe. But growth never happens in comfort. Growth happens when you are pushed beyond what you know, beyond what you expect, beyond what you believe you can handle. And here's the truth. You can handle it. You've been underestimating yourself for too long. The same strength that carried you through your hardest moments will carry you through this transition. The same resilience that kept you going when things were uncertain will guide you now. You are not stepping into the unknown unprepared, you are stepping into it equipped. But you must let go. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the fear of judgment. Let go of the attachment to what feels familiar. Because what feels familiar is not always what is meant for you. Sometimes, what feels comfortable is actually what is holding you back. And this sudden change, it's not here to harm you. It's here to free you. Free you from limitations. Free you from stagnation. Free you from a version of yourself that no longer aligns with your future. You are evolving, and evolution requires movement. There will be moments when you question everything. Moments when you feel like turning back. Moments when the old life calls you, trying to pull you into its comfort. But remember this, going back is not an option. Not because you can't, but because you shouldn't. You've seen too much. You've grown too much. You've become too aware to shrink yourself back into a life that no longer fits. This is your transition. This is your breakthrough. This is your moment, and it's happening now. So when the shift comes, and it will, do not resist it. Do not doubt it. Do not run from it. Step into it. Embrace the uncertainty. Accept the challenge. Walk forward with confidence, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to move despite it. You are not alone in this. Everything is aligning for you, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. Every step you take is leading you closer to where you are meant to be. And yes, it will be different. It will be unfamiliar. It will test you in ways you didn't expect, but it will also elevate you. It will open doors you didn't know existed. It will connect you with people who understand your vision. It will place you in environments where your potential is recognized, valued, and expanded. That is what this change is bringing into your life. Not loss expansion, not confusion clarity, not fear power, but only if you accept it, only if you trust it, only if you move with it. So hear this now, and hear it clearly. Your job is about to change suddenly. And when it does, it is not the end of something, it is the beginning of everything. Do not panic. Do not overthink. Do not doubt your worth. You are being positioned. You are being elevated. You are being called to step into something greater than what you've known. And when the moment arrives, don't hesitate. Step forward. Because your next chapter is not waiting for you to be ready, it's waiting for you to be willing. And if you're hearing this, then you already are. Continue generating on 1,500 words more, and the speech then listen, even deeper. Because what comes next is not just continuation, it is confirmation. You have been asking for a sign. You have been waiting for clarity. You have been hoping that something, somewhere, would tell you exactly what to do next. And here it is, not as a whisper, but as a call you cannot ignore anymore. The shift you are about to experience is not just external, it is internal. Your mindset will change. Your priorities will change. Even the way you see yourself will begin to transform. And that is where most people struggle, not with the opportunity itself, but with accepting that they are worthy of it. You must not make that mistake. You are not being placed into something new because you are lucky. You are being placed there because you are ready, even if you don't feel like it yet. Readiness is not a feeling. It is a state of growth that happens long before your mind catches up. That discomfort you feel, that's expansion, that uncertainty, that's transition, that pressure, that's preparation. You are being stretched into a new version of yourself, and stretching is never comfortable, but it is always necessary. Some of you will experience this change as a sudden opportunity, a new offer, a new role, a new direction that appears almost out of nowhere. Others will experience it as a disruption, something ending abruptly, forcing you to move without warning. Both are the same. Both are redirection. Do not label it as good or bad too quickly. What feels like a setback may actually be the setup for something far greater than what you are holding on to. You must learn to see beyond the moment. Because in that moment, things can feel chaotic. But when you zoom out, you begin to see the pattern. You begin to understand that every closed door was guiding you toward the right one. Every delay was aligning the timing. Every challenge was strengthening your foundation. Nothing was wasted. Not your effort, not your time, not your pain. Everything has been working together to bring you here to this exact point where change is no longer optional. And here's something you need to understand clearly. When your environment changes, your habits must change too. You cannot carry old thinking into a new level and expect to thrive. If your job changes, your mindset must elevate. If your responsibilities increase, your discipline must deepen. If your opportunities expand, your focus must sharpen. This is not just about receiving, it is about becoming. Becoming more aware, becoming more intentional, becoming more aligned with the version of yourself that can sustain the life you are stepping into. Because getting the opportunity is one thing, keeping it is another. And you are not here just to experience temporary success, you are here to build something lasting. So prepare yourself, not by overthinking every possible outcome, but by strengthening your inner foundation. Build your confidence through action. Build your clarity through movement. Build your courage by facing what you've been avoiding. Because the moment this shift fully arrives, it will not slow down for your doubts. It will move, and you must move with it. There will be people who don't understand your change, people who question your decisions, people who feel uncomfortable seeing you step into something new. Do not let their confusion become your hesitation. Not everyone is meant to go where you are going. Some people are seasonal. Some environments are temporary. Some roles are stepping stones, not destinations. And that's okay. You are not abandoning anything, you are evolving beyond it. You are honoring your growth, and growth requires separation. Separation from old patterns, separation from limiting beliefs, separation from environments that no longer reflect who you are becoming. This is not loss. This is alignment, and alignment often feels lonely before it feels powerful. So if you find yourself walking a path that others don't understand, don't panic. That's usually a sign you are on the right one, because greatness is rarely crowded. Now let's talk about fear, because it will show up. Fear will try to convince you to stay where you are. It will remind you of risks, of uncertainties, of all the things that could go wrong. It will paint scenarios in your mind that make you question your ability. But fear is not your enemy. Fear is an indicator. It shows you where growth is required. It reveals the areas where you are about to expand beyond your current limits. So instead of running from fear, learn from it. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? Is it showing you where you need more preparation, more confidence, more trust? Use it. Transform it into fuel instead of letting it become a barrier. Because on the other side of fear is everything you've been asking for, and you are closer to that than you think. Some of you have been waiting for years for a breakthrough like this. You've put in effort without immediate results. You've stayed committed even when progress felt slow. You've believed in something bigger even when there was no visible proof. This is your proof. This sudden change is the answer to the prayers you thought went unheard. But answers don't always come in the form we expect. Sometimes they come as disruption. Sometimes they come as endings. Sometimes they come as moments that force you to move when you would have preferred to stay. But they are still answers. And if you recognize them as such, you will move with confidence instead of resistance. Now is not the time to shrink. Now is not the time to doubt yourself. Now is the time to rise, to step fully into the opportunity, to own your value, to walk with the kind of confidence that comes not from knowing everything but from trusting that you will figure it out along the way. Because you will. You always have. Every challenge you faced before this, you found a way through it. Every obstacle that stood in your path, you overcame it. This will be no different, except this time the reward is greater. The impact is bigger. The version of you that emerges from this will be stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever before. So when the change comes, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? Shift your perspective and everything changes. Because this is not happening to break you. It is happening to build you, to elevate you, to position you in a place where your potential is not just recognized but activated. And once that activation happens, there is no going back. You will see things differently. You will think differently. You will operate differently. And the life you once thought was enough will no longer satisfy you. Because you will have tasted growth. You will have experienced expansion. You will have stepped into a level of yourself that cannot be contained by your past. That is the power of this moment. That is the significance of this shift. So stand firm. Stay grounded. Keep your focus clear and your intentions strong. Because what is coming into your life is not small. It is not temporary. It is not accidental. It is purposeful. It is aligned. It is yours. And as you move forward, remember this one final truth. You were never meant to stay where you started. You were meant to grow, to evolve, to rise beyond every limitation that tried to define you. And now, that rise is happening. Right now. In real time. So don't hold back. Don't second guess. Don't let fear speak louder than your purpose. Step into the change, embrace the unknown, and walk boldly into the future that has been waiting for you all along. Because this is your moment. And it's not coming again. It's here.